Okay, so now this thing is actually like live. Okay, so now this thing is actually like live. Good. That's kinda live playback. This thing is saying it's good. I don't know if it's good. Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyhow, welcome back. Nikolev Gaming here and Tekken IRL practically in one stream, because why the fuck not? Sorry if it seems like it's jittery. I'm live streaming this via Mono server from my GoPro via my phone. So it's a little funky, still have some fine tuning to do. Anyhow, matter or not, we're back. I'm gonna be making some dinner for myself, meanwhile explaining to you guys where are all the videos on this channel and where is all the shit on my other channel. And there's good reasons for both. First of all, the big thing that has kind of done that nothing has been uploaded is storage, first of all. It's sharp on the edge, but it's not sharp there. Anyhow, here. Well, my bitrate, what? Is my bitrate set wrong again now? Yes, it indeed is. Let's bump that up to 5,000. There we go. That's better. Even though my stream from the GoPro is only like 3690. So now that should get better, I think. Not that I'll be able to see chat much, but yeah. This is more an update video than a stream, but I was too lazy to record it and I don't have space on my GoPro to record it either. So then I just decided, I'll go live and just deal with it. Let that heat up and smubble a bit. It's still a little stupid after I had burgers on it yesterday. Can somebody just explain to me what's the problem with frying pans and hamburgers? There always seems to be a problem. Yeah. Seems good. You're fine.
Yeah, I just missed on a little bit of the thing I was gonna collect.
Okay. So, back to the updates again. Main reason is being storage. I can show you guys. We will start and cook up. Well, this body's pointed fucking far up, I see. Anywho, wasihu. Esta was a good sentence. Alright, well, stream health is through the roof now for some reason. Hello, GoPro, stream health. Well, I'll just close that. That will help a bit because then I'm not playing back. There we go, helped a little. Anyhow, I'll do that so I'll be able to stream. So basically, this is this external hard drive. It's shacked full. The Hitachi drive is this bottom hard drive right here. Only has footage, only has 24 gigs left. HGST, that drive is actually in that drive tray right there. Sorry if I just banged you in the fucking table. These two are striped in Windows for footage. That one's also almost full. And one of the drives is set at 300, the other drive is set at 600, so the speed on that is ridiculous. And it's a fucking problem. SSD game cache is obviously only for games. And my main thing is also starting to get a little shocky. And now I need to go over here and start stirring in this because my food is heating up. Sorry if it's a little floppy, I need to reseat this GoPro from time to time. Because I have so much hair on my head. So yeah. So yeah, so that's the main reason why I haven't been uploading much to the gaming channel or the IRL channel. The second reason why I haven't been uploading much to this channel, stream health, bitrate, are you fine? You're a little shoppy, but little shattery. Anyhow, my point was that the second reason why there's not much update is because, as most of you probably know, and I posted this on Twitter and it stands physically in my Twitter name, VTuber debut, because I'm gonna be debuting for this channel and my Twitch streaming channel as a VTuber. Now bear in mind, the Twitch is probably gonna have some IRL content as well, because I'm gonna be streaming there for the IRL channel. But when I stream for the IRL channel, I'll have a parentheses IRL at the beginning of the title. So we'll see it immediately if it's IRL, and if you don't want IRL content, then you don't have to watch. But if you're fine with IRL content, you can watch if you want to, because my face and my identity and whatnot is not a secret on this channel, so it's fine. I mean, I'm all over fucking Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and whatnot IRL anyway, per se, so it doesn't really matter. So that's also the second reason I've been waiting for getting that commissioned, and I won't get that commissioned before after the 20th in Maine. What you cooking this? Hi Joshy, or Papa Donis, I don't know what I'm gonna call you on YouTube. Anyhow, I'm cooking just some, well, I guess you could call it a mix of potato and garlic and whatnot. It's like these quick packages. Yes, it's potato, olive oil, it's carbonated meat, milk, potato flour, sugar, salt, garlic. Yeah, it's pretty much an all-in-one mix that you just heat up, and I think it's pretty much done soon as well. Sorry about that. I guess I could. Are you in the middle of a fight or something at the moment?
I'm trying to run away from the fight.
Okay.
And no, I'm not going to help you with anything because I'm going down in zone.
Well, I was about to say if you could just stir this while I put coffee on, but...
Yeah, run back to your damn parade. Up here. You know how the factory is, they are irritating.
Yeah, I know.
Your mom does definitely know.
Yes, he doesn't even like them. Holy Jesus, I made a mess. Now, that's gonna get to just stay there, cool off, meanwhile I put on some coffee.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you something. Hi, because this was really going after my plan. I went from one battle, suddenly went into another one, and then another one again.
Ah.
That place is insane.
You don't say.
Yes, this place is safe. There are no enemies here. It's just
Nothing
a
new.
lovely building here that I'm actually going to try building in Sims, just another style.
Indeed. Now, coffee.
Did you say coffee?
Yes, I said coffee. How about it?
Okay. I'm gonna stand here.
Oh God, Jesus. Yeah, I'm live, by the way.
I know you're live.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, you probably got notification.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm just gonna head in the shower and then see you.
Yes. How am I supposed to die meanwhile you're gone?
Or blow the house up.
Well, why would I blow the house up? I don't have explosives even.
Oh, you never know.
Oh, don't you now?
Then we not be gone.
Well, the unknown is one thing. Me is another thing.
Yeah, I forgot my jacket here yesterday, so I needed to take another jacket.
Say that again?
I forgot my jacket here yesterday. So I needed to borrow one time only face mask today to take the bus.
Yes, but anyhow, do you want to change out Sinnen for like an Echo Rin now? Because...
Oh, you miss having her now?
Yeah, now I miss having Sinnen.
Wrong packet. Maybe you should wash it first though.
Well,
Give me Kaneko.
okay. I need to find her first.
She's the same one that you...
Yeah, that's right. I put them there.
Well, I put them there. They were not like that.
Yeah. Here, Koneko. Wonk.
Very missing Sinno now.
Yes, because you've had her for like how long now? Since we were down in fucking...
No, actually before that too.
Exactly.
I think
You had her since you went on vacation.
1 week after you got them actually.
Huh?
After,
You can't have had them so long. I have used Sinner multiple times from school.
oh, maybe from school.
Yes, I got them before the vacation.
Huh.
So I don't know what you're on.
I don't know.
Go in the shower now.
But you're gonna order some more.
Yeah. Go in the shower, you know.
Yeah. You're gonna miss me, I know.
Just check Walmart. True. True. You never know with them. Woohoo! This plate is hot. This plate is hot. Well, then you're cooking coffee. Oh god, you guys have a hair in the way again? Ugh. This is the problem with long hair and GoPros unless you have a cap. You know what? Hold the phone. Come on. Go through. I don't need to use fucking penetrating spray on ya. Oh, you're standing steady there. I put this cap on my head. Well, that's obviously gonna fly forward. Yes, because that is too fucking heavy. So that ain't gonna work. Well, back on the head strap it is. Because that did not cooperate with me. Come on, feed through. Connections are like Bob, but sure enough. So, I have not eaten all day. I woke up. Customer returns are getting busy. Yeah. Of course. Not surprised at all. Yes, but it needs to be on because connection of the head, the GoPro. But does that mean you took the Bluetooth on? Well, the speaker is here, so why the fuck do you need me to turn off your fucking Bluetooth? My Bluetooth, I mean. Well, actually, I woke up, I grabbed a cup of coffee, I sat down, I literally watched, or continued to watch, Geos's like 150-inch Jesus. Jesus. Now, anyhow, what I was saying, watching them this, or I was watching this, and literally after I was done with that, I got in touch with a buddy of mine, rather said the one that's currently watching, and we got started on looking at this song. I'm testing out some plugins, rather said. I've been tweaking around with them, kind of.
Saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far.
Using a gate here, 3 plus as 300 hertz. I'm boosting 6 decibels at 800 hertz, and I'm cutting off at 2 kilohertz. I'm cutting it down by 3 decibels high pass or low pass at I think it's a 70. I have a reverb 6 seconds or 6 seconds roughly 6.5. Totally wet. Size is about 135. Build up is 052. Input echoes and output echoes are both on. Compressor 4:1 ratio. 1 attack 4, -4 in threshold. Release 02 seconds. Good. So it's pretty good. And that's literally what I've been working on this entire afternoon. Haven't eaten shit.
Need a third person here. Where's Dan? Dan, build me a machine that automatically opens these. This is bullshit. I would have spent an extra 50 cents if I could get these, like, pre-opened.
How many do you have going top of all?
9. Yeah, we're just gonna clip one side, then go to the other side, and then we actually have to start tensioning. The tensioning is not involved. Why are you throwing those in the middle of that? You will. Alright, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be able to see them. They're actually pretty well hidden. There you go. Are we off the material here? I don't think we are. 2. And luckily the dirt that's on the floor of this base.
Seals Pantera or Receive Reviews. Both of them. Check both of those channels out on YouTube.
Soot. That'll screw up the stream.
C Reviews is where he does his reviews of speakers, headphones, whatnot. Sound demos on Seal's sound demos channels there. C Reviews.
Give a slight. We gotta
Black called for trouble.
I have to hear it's covered. Oh, you know, though, there's a different number on top and bottom. The top has way more and more consistent than the bottom, but I didn't. No, because I didn't print out enough.
Hold the phone.
We're
working on it.
We're gonna pull it.
Working on it. Working on
as
it.
hard as we think we can, and then do this side, and then go back and try to do it. So, this is how I would do it if I was doing this alone. But when we do the top and bottom, it's going to be you and me pulling.
Right now, that's working. Okay. It's a final.
Yeah. Well, first I'm going to make a couple of these into the actual shape that we fucking need. No, you didn't do it for me. Anyway, the point is, where Turismo King comes in is when he's on that side and I'm on this side, we're going pull, do, pull, do, pull, do.
Hold the phone.
And then we're probably going to have waves in it. And then we're going to go back.
I'll be BRB, just hold the phone.
I know exactly where I put them. Wherever you sleep, be nice and comfortable.
There we go.
All right, I've got enough.
Okay.
We can start.
Now, we're back.
On the front side
Sorry about that. Battery went dead.
So, are you black out there?
So I currently have a fucking computer charger that's USB-C connected to my head.
Pull down and flip. let it sort of sit. I've got plenty left over that way. So I'm gonna give it, of course I grab one that's not done. So here, I'm just gonna do one. The hardest part's gonna be making sure the black and the ivory are pulled at the exact same time, because you can't see the black. You have to sort of like just grab both with your hand. This is the cheapest part of the whole build. It's just this fucking. No, I did some testing with it. Well, yeah, when we 3D printed it, it had texture. No, these are not nipple clamps. These are not your run-of-the-mill nipple clamps.
So,
okay, I think I've got them all open.
basically, and that's what's been going on, the reason why I haven't been uploaded. My plan is to try and upload more unboxings on the IRL channel.
Oh yeah, we're getting...
That's what my plan is. When I get more packages in here, I'm gonna...
Through the ivory.
We'll see if I can get the streaming shit to work properly on the IRL channel. Or I'll see if I do it on the IRL channel or the gaming channel, because it kinda is related with gaming, but...
I could lower it down even more to tension it.
Not in like a VTuber form or whatnot, so we'll see how I go about that. I'll talk to some VTuber friends of mine and see how they would go about that.
And whatever that is, it's doing, and I can work it behind it or ignore it. It might have lumps every one of those. There's only 5 of them, so I'm not super concerned there. So
well, that's... oh god, that stream health just went through the floor.
You're going over this bit too.
There we go.
No,
Okay.
we're gonna need to, you don't want to clamp over 4 pieces of fabric.
So yes,
once it's finally up and it doesn't have to cut this off, which the last time I cut this stuff on my projection screen, I used a fucking kitchen knife. The scissors were too hard, and I just tensioned it and slid the knife down the edge of the screen. But then again, I also had a metal screen. I think we keep going. So I'm gonna pause the video now, because this is gonna get very boring and tedious, and my knees hurt, and I'm gonna complain a lot. So I'll be right back. Actually, we'll do 1 or 2 in time.
you stay.
When you did already. Man.
So
I'm pulling just a black.
that's the plan. Because I'm gonna... the 20th the latest, so next Monday or this Friday, I'm gonna get my money and I'm gonna apply for a loan. Because I need to pay down my laptop anyway. And I need a washing machine. And you can't get a loan for like only like 25,000. Or whatnot, or you can get one for 25,000, but since the rent is only 11.1, I decided to go 50,000 Norwegian krone over 2 years, which is an equivalent of
50,000
Alexa,
divided by 10.8.
50,000 divided by 10.8.
10.8 is approximately $4,629.6296.
Dollars. So, yes.
Dollars. So, yes.
It will end me up at about 60,000 a month.
And it will end me up at about 60,000 a month for 60,000, roughly.
2
for,
years or 3 years.
2 years or 3 years. No, 2 years.
So
yes,
it will
total.
end me. So that will be about 40.
So it will end me. So that will be about 40, 50 something.
Maybe
$5,000, maybe $200-$300.
Right now.
I'm too lazy to get her to calculate it right now.
It's just a frame spun it around 180 degrees, so the top was there, so just go spun it around 180 degrees, so the top was there.
This is fucking tight now.
Which
You tension that to
tight now. You tension that to
You should be able. Honestly, you shoot.
You should be able. Honestly, you shoot.
You think the house got
What was that?
Jesus. You think the house,
What was that?
What's in that house, bro?
You okay, baby? Okay. The crack fucking goes.
How did Zeos die? Goes. It couldn't handle me. So it couldn't handle me.
You're picking it up.
So
walking over here, and I'm picking up.
with that
So-
50,000 loan, I'm gonna use about
With that 50,000 loan, I'm gonna use about $1,700 something dollars.
18,000 Norwegian krone.
That sound.
I'm paying
18,000
down my
Norwegian krone.
laptop.
I'm paying down my
Oh, I fucked up.
laptop.
Then
Hold it.
I'm gonna get my VTuber mission.
I'm gonna get my
This
VTuber
computer is getting
mission.
Should be facing.
This computer is getting an
Should be facing.
RTX 3080 Ti.
The Corsair Ventures Pro
64 gigs
SL
RAM.
RAM,
Corsair Ventures Pro SL RAM, and most likely an Asus Ampere OC. Strix for graphics card.
3080 Ti version. Because this one has
3080 Ti
artifacting,
version.
and it's too old
Because
for
this
my
one has
RAM.
artifacting, and it's too old for my RAM.
Back here now. Oh fuck, that stabbed me in the thumb. Oh fuck, that's. Oh god, lost it. Oh god, lost it.
That's a fucking flame, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking screen, they said. Well,
Fucking screen, they said. Well,
Be careful when you twist it, like pull back.
Be careful when you twist it, like pull back.
Why spandex the best fucking material? You notice his color variations, but only because the lights are different.
You notice his color variations, but only because the lights are different.
Nice.
Fucking hell, man.
Nice. Oh, let's straighten up this top bullshit. Oh my god, we're twisting this down.
This
Real bad.
Oh my god, we're
Glue
twisting
did
this
not
down.
hold at all.
Real
Oh,
bad.
we didn't talk about the glue.
Glue did not hold at all. We didn't
can
talk
hear it.
glue. I can hear it.
Let's see how it holds up.
You know, basically the glue I bought was not crazy glue, but
Basically, the glue I bought was not
crazy.
crazy.
Now my worry is the glue I bought
Now my worry is
dries now 22 hours from now, which is what I fucked up and in by crazy
22
glue.
hours from now, which is
Or
what
Gorilla
I
Glue.
fucked up and in by
But a little
crazy
squeeze
glue.
ball is a Gorilla Glue, and it's like,
Gorilla
oh,
Glue.
yeah, it'll be like good in 80 minutes and really dry in 24.
Yeah, literally like good in 80 minutes and
How's
really
the bottom
dry in
feel?
24.
Yeah, the tension.
Bottom feels good.
Tension.
Bottom feels
You know.
good.
Little tension is actually pulling the.
You know,
If I pull these back,
if I pull these back,
Yeah, just the tension of the. Tension of the strings.
I don't think that's. I gotta get real crazy glue, and I just got a crazy glue like right
I
there.
gotta get real crazy glue, and I just got a crazy glue like
No, I mean,
right there.
no, literally, I could do one at a time. If I could do this and go.
No, literally,
twist,
I do one at a time.
crazy
I can do
glue.
this and go twist, crazy glue.
I mean, if I did all the top ones, it would just sort of flap down.
I mean, if
I'd be
I
able to
did
deal
all
with
the
it.
top ones, it would just.
All right, now here's the test.
well, yeah.
All right, now here's the test.
well, yeah.
Yes, it's definitely doing that, but it's such a big screen. I doubt you can
So-
tell what happened.
That's the plan with that.
So-
Oh God, Jesus!
That's
don't
the
trip
plan with
cable.
that. Oh God, Jesus,
After
don't trip the
that's
cable.
done, washing
After
machine
that's
is going
done,
in there.
Washing
Because I literally
machine is
don't have a
going in
washing
there.
machine, and I haven't washed
Because I literally don't
washed
have a washing
clothes
machine,
in
and I haven't
ages, so I hope my money comes
washed
on Friday.
clothes in
Yeah.
ages, so I
can get
hope my
that
money comes on
loan
Friday,
by
so I can
Monday.
get that loan,
I can get shit
by
rock and rolling
Monday.
in here.
so I can get
And
shit rock and
Once
rolling
like all
in here.
this project is done,
And
I'm actually.
I need
once
to
like
get
all
the
this
700
project
watt
is done,
amplifier down and then
I need to
gonna have
get
in
the
the bottom
700
here.
watt amplifier down in there that I'm gonna have in the bottom
300
here.
watt subs that's going to be
And the
standing
two
cardiodic on each of
300
these
watt
sides.
subs that's gonna be standing
Because the
cardiodic
thing
on
I've
each of these
noticed with
sides.
this room, because I need
Because the thing
active
I've
foam on this
noticed
back
with this
wall.
room, because I need Accufoam on this back wall,
And then that might. I want to do it like twice in the very center. All right. For now.
Active foam on this back
BBB.
wall still, but I found out the
Accufoam on
base
this
is
back
better
wall
when it's
still,
cardiodic
but I
like
found
this
out the
sub
base is
down
better
in
when
here.
it's cardiodic
Although
like
it's
this
running
sub
through
is
this right
down
now
in
because
here.
it's like an,
Although it's running
it's
through
like
this
an
right
whole
now because
media
it's like
fucking
an
sub thingy.
it's like an
So
whole
the input
media
of it is
fucking sub
RCA.
thingy. So the input of it is
An
RCA.
XLR
So
out
I'm
from the
running
sub channel of the
literally
crossover.
an
I'm running
XLR
that
out from the
into
sub-channel of the crossover. I'm running that into mixer channel 1. I'm converting it to a quarter of an inch adapter.
Takes a quarter of an inch to 3.5
Into a quarter of an inch takes a quarter of an inch to 3.5mm jack adapter. Feeds and 3.5mm to RCA cable down to that one. So I've just centered the sub volume, and all of these are pretty much just like arrow,
and this one is just
arrow type deal, and this one is just set to 0, about a 50 hertz crossover.
So the plan is to use the actual
So the plan is to
these
use
two
the
channels.
actual crossover of these two
Once
channels.
I get those two, because then I'm gonna feed it.
Once I get those two, because then I'm gonna feed it.
The crossover right down into that one with like super
The crossover
short, like
right down into that one with like super short, like 0.33mm patch
have to
cables.
use a 05,
Or I might have to use a 05 because of how much further back the amp is gonna be.
On the,
Maybe.
it's gonna still shoot at the 104. So
It's gonna still shoot at the 104.
what do we have? We got numbers full screen.
What do we have? We got numbers full screen.
Is that really what you want? What you really, really want? So tell me what you
Really
want.
what you want.
What you really, really want. I
So
wanna,
tell me what
I
you
wanna,
want.
I wanna, I
What you really,
wanna.
really want. I wanna.
Damn.
I wanna.
No, let that thing warm up. Let this warm up for a second. So,
Let that thing warm
we
up.
just did the tape
Let this warm
measure.
up for a second. So,
Tape measure.
we just did the
Exactly
tape measure.
31, what was it, 31
Tape
and
measure.
3/4
Exactly
from
31.
Now
and
that's
31 and
that one.
3/4.
context.
Now that
It looks level now.
context.
It looks slightly
Oh Lord, and I got a hair in front of the lens again.
Lord, and I got a hair in front of the lens
So
again.
that's what's the plan there. So,
So,
subs there, and
that's
then,
what's the plan there. So subs there, and then, well, speakers are fine.
The entire
Speakers are
dash is pretty
fine.
much gonna get the rerouting sooner or
This
later,
entire
because
dash
the
is
plan
pretty
is-
much gonna get the
plan is
rerouting
to get
sooner or later, because the plan is, the
three
final
of
plan is
these
to
Acers,
get
Acer 165
three of
hertz
these
cables.
Acer 165 hertz
Instead of having
panels.
the AMD FreeSync, I'm
Just
gonna have
that
the ones with
instead of
G-Sync.
having the AMD FreeSync, I'm gonna have the ones with G-Sync.
This, that I
But
swap
I
out
might actually
this
do
monitor with
this,
three
that I swap
Acer
out
Predator
this monitor with
2.7K
three
monitors.
Acer Predator
That's
2.7K
165 hertz when they're
monitors.
overclocked. Span
That's
them here so I can
165
get
hertz
proper
when they're overclocked. Span them here so I can get proper surround Fizz
Euro
X.
truck, for example,
In
I want
NVIDIA,
surround
because-
this X.
I'll let you have
Euro
that
truck, for
one.
example, I
Come on,
want
I'm
surround
just
Fizz
trying to,
X.
like,
I'll let you have that.
I don't know if we're zoomed in enough. Go in more.
I don't know if we're zoomed in
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Go
fair.
in more.
Because of that, I want to do.
Because of
that's
that, I want to do.
Oh my God! Surround Fizz X.
Oh my
When I
god,
span it in, for
surround
example,
Fizz
Euro
X.
truck,
When I span it in, for example,
X-Plane,
Eurotruck,
Microsoft Flight Sim, those kind of things.
X-Plane,
Surround Fizz X.
Microsoft Flight Sim, those kind of things. Surround Fizz X. Of course, surround Fizz X with that graphics card is a pain in the
But you
butt
get
because
my
it does
general
not have
ID.
enough power. But
If
you
I
get
got
my
three
general
G-Sync
ID.
monitors, it's gonna work better with
If I
surround
got
Fizz
3
X,
G-Sync
and they're
monitors,
all
it's
gonna
gonna
be
work better with
27
surround Fizz
inches,
X,
or
and they're
24
all
inches,
gonna be 27
if they
inches,
have it,
or 24 inches, 27 inches if they
And
have it, 27
I'll
inches.
probably buy two of these cheaper
I'll
Acer.
probably buy two of these cheaper
KG27
Acer KG27S's or 272s.
and then put those up here. So I'll save this
And
one,
then
put that
put
one
those
there,
up here.
and then
So I'll
buy
save
another
this
of
one,
those
put that one there,
KG272s,
and then I'll buy
and put
another
that
one of those
there. So then I have three
KG272s.
Acer Predator
and put-
here running 27K. My stream health is in hell on this GoPro at the moment.
And covers that anime girl's eye.
Yeah.
Anime girl's eye. Yeah, no, this is a big. What the hell?
And I'm gonna do that because you guys have had double audio all this time.
New problems. Here's what Zeus looks like. Fucking A. Yeah, no, things like this. This is gonna be a lot of. It's geometry because if this screen is leaning forward a little bit, which it might be because a lot of the weight is biased to the front projector back. No.
Oh god, my stream health just dropped through the floor.
Pause.
So if I just
Jesus.
take the screen.
Pause. Jesus.
Stream health is nada.
Stream health is nada.
This is a problem with my current network situation.
My current network situation.
Anywho, Wasihu,
Anywho, Wasihu,
What were I speaking about? Yes, I was speaking about the sub. So
What were I
all
speaking
that
about? Speaking about the sub,
streams,
so
and
all
then
that
put another
on
one
the
of
streams,
those
and
up
then put
there, so
another
that
one
have
of
3
those up.
Predators, 2 7K. The fuck is up with you?
Up with you! Okay, I'm gonna try to restart.
But for some reason, my phone is now having issues connecting to my GoPro. Some fucking reason, I don't know why. Trying to control it. Keep stuttering, it's trying to do it. And I don't know if it is my phone or if it's the GoPro, I don't know. Thank you. I hate that the Bixby button is there. Then I try to restart it. See if that helps.
Take the projector and then just point it up a little bit, like that. And now adjust this down. That might fix. You can see the left side looks already more. It's a matter of either you're twisting the projector or using the lens shift. Once if the projector could magically be perfectly perpendicular, yeah, the adjustment on something this size is going to be biblical. Well, we've got a little gap, less than a quarter inch, and then like 3/8 of an inch. I'm sorry, not 3/4.
Starting Android.
This side is a little more consistent. It's going to be a lot of twist, and then it's either lens shift versus twisting. That's what we're going to have to do, because that projector is not dead center. Yeah. It's all projector.
To remount it as much as that would
No, there's no point. Well, I would undo the 2 bolts and put it back up, but it's not needed. It's literally a matter of the biggest problem with this projector, if I have to complain about this Epson, is there's no fucking flat, straight surfaces on it. Like where's parallel? Like it kind of looks like.
Let's try again. Open the app of the
like
phone
and
restart.
then that would mean I have to move this over.
Camera phone controls your GoPro, and listen that you now gonna cooperate. Or is it something on the GoPro app? But I'll have to like shut it off, take off the battery, let it be off for like 5 seconds, and restart
I
it.
can just do like that. But it's hanging perfectly from the center of gravity. So the question is, am I leaning it back more and doing it? Or am I pushing it forward and then lifting it up? It's a lot of this for hours. Yeah, no. Well, they're already too bright. Just like black being bled onto them.
This camera at this point.
Now I'm fine. All right, basically, we're gonna dick with this, but I think I'm done. Other than cutting the edge off, we'll come back when I'm cutting the edges off the thing. What?
First of all, take out that battery.
This is the
since we're
hardest
gonna be
part,
powering
because
it
I
via
need
cable
my
because there's
starter it's like
fucking
looking
pop
here,
right now.
or need you going like, no, 1/2 inch here, 3/8. Actually, that's good.
Like in the
It's
power
like you go to
cable.
a shooting range, you put a camera way down,
Put
looking
it
at the
on.
target, so you don't have to like spotter scope. It's the same thing. We've got a little bit
battery,
of like
we
1
know.
pixel bleed over the top. That could
Because
mean
I'm
we have to
literally
zoom it up.
running it off with the
But
cable.
my God, the mouse cursor is the size of my palm. Why would you do this to me? All right, we'll be back in a bit.
For some
Ease it,
reason,
tidy
it's
it up.
not detecting the SD card.
Okay, so hi everybody. Let me put this slide up to more. So I think this is correct, because some things had to be changed. Since we're trying to use the swan as the center, previously
Thank
the center
God.
rack, which is this one,
Fucking
was all
Christ.
on the rack, and it had an analog output for the subwoofer, which is now there. So I'm like, well, why don't I just bring the digital all the way here, put it here? The problem is I can't use the analog single channel out to that, or it will just be a single channel. I'll take a splitter and make an analog. So I want to keep that digital. So I added another mini DSP Nano Digi so I could tell it that that has left and right are the same signal source. So the digital input plays both mono. So now I've got 2
Boom!
digitals running back here. Now I've got 2
Boom!
numbers running back here. That's not fucking numbers. That's numbers, by the way. If you've never had numbers, you're on my channel. If you've ever been on my live streams, occasionally.
Now
Anyways,
we got
2 mini DSP Nano Digis. One
5,000 kilobytes a second.
in the center channel section.
God.
That is designed that you've seen previously.
Jesus, sometimes I'm like, am I gonna give up life or something? Because shit just doesn't want to work. But now it, in some magical way, now it works.
Why it's not up.
We've determined that pulling it from just the center is like a little risky.
Welcome back to Mini DSP craziness and coaxial, digital to analog and blah 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 blah.
And then click or attach in 2 spots. I won't
Now then the question is, how the fuck am I gonna... I have to have a motherboard that can support coaxial digital.
You need an entire thing here for that. Just gonna plug in the amps and then
Whatnot.
run a test. And we'll see how that goes.
I need to look into how it's done its routing because I'm gonna...
What did we watch yesterday? Fury Road, that's right. Advanced Fury Road and the beginning first season of Castlevania. Thing is phenomenal. Oh, and don't forget, what's the streamer girl's name that we finally met?
Chicken Wing Candy?
Chicken Wing Candy. Look her up on Twitch if she's not banned. Cause holy fuck. So we're gonna knife down because you need to sacrifice a human being. David Mooneyhan. I think it was season 3 runner-up. Made me this for my kitchen, and I'm not going to use it for cutting food. I see you played knivesy, spoonsies before. Anyway, I brought this down because when I built my previous screen, trying to cut this with scissors, the excess was just absurdly annoying. Oh, and we've had some things at the cover.
Okay, so now you've put the monoblocks on the side.
Channel, M500s.
Well, why? I mean, sure, you could run them. Is that a coaxial digital box?
They are the center channel. Like, I wouldn't use anything else. Like,
Okay, I had to question CEOs about this because I have no idea how his signal chain is going at the moment.
Fuck everything. 6 feet apart, 6 foot piece of wood. We had to detach the amps from the subs so that the subs could go closer together because we moved all this apart. They're 13 feet apart, you said?
Okay, I just got done, or I'm still kind of watching you when you built that 150-inch, like, fucking movie screen. And I kind of followed along with your signal chain for the audio, but I have fallen off in the middle of your signal audio chain or whatnot for that movie screen and whatnot. So, I'm not saying you have to give a fucking gigantic explanation of this on, like, Telegram. If you don't want to, you can take a quick video or something, but...
That whole shit.
I don't know if I should call it a request, but if you could make a video or something on how your signal chain for this movie thing goes, I would really appreciate it, because I had a plan about doing something the same at home, and I've taken some tips from you, but now I'm just confused.
How many times did you do that? About 22 times yesterday? Yeah, we should have done this yesterday. But the big problem, the thing that I fucked up, is the glue wasn't crazy glue. The glue was Gorilla Glue.
And yes, if you ever wonder how tiny the GoPro batteries are nowadays, they're that tiny. Does that explain why we gotta change them so often? And charge so often? Yes. I need, like, for getting through one day, I need at least 6 of these batteries. Fully charged, ready to go.
I've decided I'm gonna glue, but also wedge down every beam. There's a space right here where if I put something there, it shouldn't allow it to twist down. And then that'll stay straight and vertical, and it'll be great, and I'll do it on the
Waves a knife around the human on camera. Yes. Well, I mean, he's a... Well, what shall we call it? He is himself. And that's what I like about people. They are themselves on camera. I don't care what other people think. If I want to curse on camera, I curse on camera. If I want to be myself on camera, I am myself on camera. I'm not the guy that adjusts to people. I am myself, and I am myself for a reason. And if people can't live with that, well, then they can just get off my channel. If they can live with that, well then. Welcome to the Vibu Adam. What Haddon Craft? That soon is going to be on an official server for Minecraft 1701. But I'm far from done with the configuration, and I want to move this because literally this machine back here is what's running that server currently, and the way I'm accessing it is via SSH and WinSAP is the way I access it. Literally. So yes, this has been running for 63 hours, 35 minutes. And the server is going steady, even though we're currently nobody on it. But that's how I access that one at least. And before I put it as an official server, I want to build the rack mount server I want and throw it in a rack. Now I don't have the network rack here yet. I'm gonna get, but the question is if I'm gonna get it while I'm still in this apartment or when I get my new apartment. Because I'm gonna get like a 36U. This is 12U. So plus this on top is 24U. So 24U or 36U rack. That's gonna be purely dedicated for like networking. Or at least like the top of it is gonna be networking. If I throw some audio in there, I throw some audio in there. This is the main rack for audio. I'll maybe in the future, if I decide to go with a full size like 32 channel mixer or something, I'll take 2 of these cabinets, clutch them together, and throw like a wide plate on top that's wide enough to have, just like say an IKEA plate. Just go on IKEA, buy a like flat tabletop and just plonk it on there. Because this is mounted to this just using screws on the rail under here. So I could attach like a fucking thing up here. Now here's the second cable for that crossover. Because the cable going from the subwoofer there is also going to be used. Because I was planning on using this cables from running from the output of the crossover into the amp. I mean, I have a completely new cable that's going to be coming for like doing everything in that rack.
4, 5,
So
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 21. So it's 21 up out of 40. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21. Oh, that blinked twice, so it's 22. Yeah, so we leveled everything. We did a very basic, we didn't actually run DRAC, but we used DRAC to generate pink noise. And we leveled it with a handheld, my DU meter, my DBU meter is the old Radio Shack one. DB meter, because it's DB. Obviously these lights are still temporary and I actually have to have, I can actually mount lights here. So when you lift it up, it has a sensor that knows it's up and then lights the table. Because the table is pretty much going to be permanent. There's really no reason to change it to anything else. Like I don't need stands.
it's still warm, but it's not as warm as it used to be with the battery.
Here, just boom, done wall. We decided with 3 feet from the wall, which I think is fine. Well, I think head space from the screen to there is 16 feet, which makes it about 17 feet to these speakers.
Wait, that was from the screen to the chairs.
Screen to head was 16 feet. 18 or 19 feet. I don't know. Well, on one of the things. I don't know where the tape measures. Don't tell them. Anyway, also you'll notice that these speakers are sort of tilted in, and because I had them forward, and then I was still noticing, like when I was sitting left or right, I was hearing one more than the other. But if I'm sitting on the end, then that left speaker's talking to me directly, so I hear that one more than that one, so that it moves the bias of the center channel to the middle. Oh, God damn it. It's only not going to be long enough. Why are you doing this to me?
Ah, that
Why
sound.
did you whistle to me? You had this is as far as you need to measure.
I don't know where exactly it was.
Here, there, where the human head is. Yeah, 19 feet, 5 inches. Okay, that's perfect. You want to say? He said 20. He told me 20. So yeah, and I've raised him up on a little piece of wood to try to get the angle because the table was originally very low. And he nearly died crawling on the floor. Here, hold that. Fiberglass on the floor, and then we raised it up, so now it's just perfectly right here.
So that crown amp is running those 2 subs. Those 2 crown amps are mono blocks running those 2 speakers. And what the fuck is running the 2 subs on the other side of that wall? God knows.
Why? Why is it so difficult?
Because I want my own DAX. That's the whole point of my whole theater. So now these speakers got moved sort of into the front. These are the side channels firing this way so that every person could hear because they weren't directly on the side, which doesn't work anymore. These are not big enough. These need to, I feel like we're pushing these on some of those scenes.
On some of those
They're pretty far back as
scenes.
we are. We're gonna do some more experimenting and testing. I realized I do have a pair of speakers in my upstairs closet that are the outdoor Aperions, which have no low end. The problem with those Aperions,
Hold of us.
they have
I'll
no
be
low end,
VRB.
but they're very loud, and they have brackets, so I could just bracket them. Yeah. They weren't great speakers to listen to indoors. But for rear channels, like back channels, it may not matter. The only problem is here is going to be, that's a big thing to put here. It was just put on the shelf, which is fine. But then we're going to use that, and that's getting moved. That'll be temporary. I want the more permanent solution. Right area is just amazing. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. Now, he's been trying to yell at me to figure out how to do Atmos down here. And I'm like, I can't do Atmos when I'm doing individual DACs, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Fucking ground, fucking insular. Why? Why is it so difficult?
Because I want my own DACs. That's the whole point of my whole theater. So now these speakers got moved sort of into the front. These are the side channels firing this way so that every person could hear because they weren't directly on the side, which doesn't work anymore. These are not big enough. These need to, I feel like we're pushing these on some of those scenes. Why even back them up? They're pretty far back as we are. We're going to do some more experimenting and testing. I realized I do have a pair of speakers in my upstairs closet that are the outdoor Aperions, which have no low end. The problem with those Aperions is they have no low end, but they're very loud, and they have brackets, so I could just bracket them. Yeah. They weren't great speakers to listen to indoors. But for rear channels, like back channels...
And yes, that is part of his fucking movie theater rack.
Yeah.
Wireless, the computer, thousands of mini
But for rear
DSPs,
channels, like back channels, it may not matter.
even mini DSPs in the front.
Here is gonna
I don't
be
know how many
big
coaxial
thing.
digital fucking signals he's sending at the moment.
It was just-
The thing with me is that if I'm gonna run it, most of my stuff I'm either running active
I want the more permanent.
with XLR
I think
or needs to be amplified by an amplifier. So what I need to have is a device that can receive a coaxial digital signal, can convert coaxial digital to analog, output XLR to either active speakers or active amplifiers to send to passive speakers. So I need mini DSPs, I need the fucking converters.
I got this. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna have to do it at some point by myself. There we go. The question is, did it slide? Now, the other thing that I have to concern myself with is if it slides on this, because currently it still just slides. So I need to get some sort of locks here. Because if it moved over enough and I dropped it, it would really hit the Harris stand. I would never know, and it's not the Harris stand, so that's bad. I obviously want to get rid of the danglies. I have a plan to get rid of those. And yeah, this, so you can see the...
So that's how I need to do shit, because...
It actually it can be seen from the side.
Well,
Sitting here, not so much.
hold the phone and I'll show you a little bit of my signal chain here.
But the material's perfect, the colors look great. I did also, if you've been keeping up with my shit, the Harris 5.2 decibels off
Hi.
on the horns, and I let them up a little more. They go up to 3.5. And 3.5 down instead of down 5.2. So a little 2 more decibels of horn because there's so much distance now. And yeah, no, when we were watching Castlevania, which did it a lot. Castlevania was doing speaking on screen, speaking off screen fully, and then they were speaking on screen and it sounded different because not just because the speakers don't match, because you were quelling the highs on that, and then these are just highs, and I haven't run DRAC. So once you run DRAC, it should help as long as I tweak those so I think those sound the best, tweak this to make sure this sounds the best, and then do DRAC. But I gotta pitch the rears before then. This might be the end of this video. If it's not, I'll include the last bit now because I'm gonna shut it off, and then I'll talk about sponsors. There's no sponsors, by the way.
Yeah, change O-ring and shower, that's done.
That'd be amazing. By the way, I just
Shipping
clamped
boxers,
the
that
back
one is
speakers
on
up.
the way.
I clamped them. Well, you wanted to clamp them too, but I was like, let's just clamp them up to the goddamn beams. So links to Irwin clamps in the description. And I think I've decided that these side speakers, as much as I want to go passive for just ease of just run a single cable.
How long have I even been streaming? I have no way of
knowing that. I think I'm going to swap these
that.
out with Adam TA Beats. And maybe instead
There,
of
live 110.
Instead of the JBLs, it sounds good though. Sound good, it's big. Just stand next to it again. For scale, everyone needs to know scale. Sorry it's off, but I gotta go to bed. It's big. You're only 4'7" though, so it doesn't really show up. So, 2 days later, I disconnected. I fixed the hangers. I made these the hooks.
The fuck
the
happened?
loops, and then these are going to get retracted up with elastic. It's just going to pull it up gently, and then if I want to use it, I just pull it down. It gets caught. I put up there.
Clanked it to the right.
I disconnected all the bottom elastics and all the top. I glued this in place because we had that rotation, which shouldn't come back now because I used an entire fucking bottle of actual Gorilla super glue. I can't call it crazy. So that shouldn't twist anymore, which means I'll have a nice level thing. But I undid it. I took as much tension out of the material as I could. There's only like a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here. So trying to leave it as free as possible. And then I undid and redid the entire side to let out as much tension as possible. Just trying to let it, because it was very taut and it doesn't need to be taut. I'd rather be able to tighten it later and not stretch it out prematurely. So that's done. And then I actually just wedged these moving blankets into the socket. What the hell is it called? Whatever the hell that part is up there with some plastic pipes, just holding them in place. That works there.
This has battery now.
By the friction of the
No,
wall.
because I put it in the wrong way.
With any sort of weird reflections
Congrats.
catching from this area. I've redone the desk. Where's my light? I had a light. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, there's a light. The light's on the table. Move that amplifier up. I know this is. Reorganized the mini DSP. Added some length and some wires.
Yeah, organized some mini DSPs.
Move that amplifier up. So I know this is. Reorganized the mini DSP. Added some length and some wires. My speaker amplifiers, which that now has red tape, which I'm going to crop and make it look better. Those running draw about 33 watts a piece when they're just idling, which I did not realize they did that much. So this amp that was never off in my apartment was drawing like 30 watts. And so now there is a Casa Smart switch on it, which is on all 3 of them. It's broken out to go amp, 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 and these Swan speakers are also turned off when not in use. I cropped the wood a little shorter. There's the DAC for the subwoofer. I'm going to end up putting the VU meters back somewhere, just not where you think. I might do them vertically on the sides. I would have to just extend the USB connection up to this. We move those subs closer. And yeah, so right now we're going to pull this down. Actually, I'm wearing a GoPro on my head, and I can't wear another GoPro on my head. It's one of the problems of wearing GoPros on your head. You can only wear one at a time. But I'm going to, all right, here's what I do. I'm going to put this GoPro in my mouth and then put the screen down. And there you come. There we go. Oh, chair. Ignore the breathing. Around the center. Okay. I also added some gentle wire clamps there and on the other end to prevent the screen from sliding left and right. I didn't squeeze these too hard because I don't want to damage the cable. I just want to keep that from sliding so it doesn't bang into the speaker when I put it down. And those will be retracted up with elastics, but there you go. I also need to retrim the corners. These are going to probably involve some clips. Actually, you probably get some more extra of the clips and just clip it all back, tuck it away. But Yeah, even with taking the tension out of the screen, like as much as I could, still perfectly flat and straight. My word. And then I go, Echo, turn on home theater. And now that goes on. And yeah, we are basically done. The only thing I want to do is I want to either spray paint these black or get some material over it so it doesn't shine as much. Although you really can't notice it since you're sitting so far away. And yeah, tweak things. Oh, and I'm also changing out these clip shoes, which I had that whole argument that I love going with passive because it means just amplifiers in the rack. Oh, the rack turned. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if you saw this either. If you follow me on Instagram, the JBLs are now suspended from the ceiling.
Suspended from the ceiling with clamps.
Just metal rods if they're not balls, and that's catching one of those in your shoulders is bad. Yep, these have been up there for
Canary.
Which is made
Ah, yes, I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna show that on stream.
These side channels, I want to.
That's not safe for work. Maybe Twitch, not YouTube.
This is currently can hit all 4 people in the face, but I'd like to do another set here that just mirrors that with maybe a delay, and then these back channels will eventually end up left and right of the projector, and then this will be done. But yeah, we rotated this around, we moved it onto the other side of the thing, redid all the wiring for it. So
yeah, wiring.
Meter, a lot of things got pulled out of this. I'll turn on that amplifier, and then we'll turn this on, and I'll give a little demonstration for the people watching on the live stream. Hi, live stream, how you doing? Oh, great, good to speak to you. So yeah, we're still a work in progress, but my God, does it look fucking good now. Well, it's done.
Wait a minute.
This is it, the final entry into this video.
Yes.
I decided at some point that I was going to make this a premiere, so you're all watching it live. Zeos is watching it with you. Thank you for any super chats you've thrown at this video to say, holy shit, you're amazing and human being, and I want to be with you all day and night and rub my body. All right, let's get into it now. I hope someone could like super cut this down, because Lord knows I don't have the mental ability to. Chewbacca, thoughts? Thank you for being here for the ending of this, because she's been part of the whole process.
Well, I mean,
mostly for her, because in her old age she can't really see well enough, but the glue correction where I pulled the fabric off and then glued it all has held perfectly. There's actually a little, there's just a little, what is that? What is doing that? So actually we don't need to do it. So where is that? Right there? Chewbacca, we're gonna lift the screen up. We're gonna lift it up. This is it, end of the video. I wanna film my cat, please. I'm still trying to figure out a way if I can automate this, but this seems to work out pretty well considering the rarity that it should be required. What is that? That was between the first and second. Oh, it's right here. What is it doing? Oh, it's caught on the...
Well, I mean, 125 is one thing.
I knew I should be careful with the glue. So here, I'll just disconnect this. Give it a little pull. Disconnect this. Give it a little pull. There, it's fixed now. There was something just... But yeah, no, this is as well as I could ever hope this screen to come out.
Well, I guess we could take a look at my shit now. If I disconnect this cable now, will that battery percentage just magically go up? Well, great. I don't even have a battery percentage on this thing now. Well, if it dies, it dies. If it doesn't die, it doesn't die. And that's how easy that is. So, now. The fuck? Oh, hi. Anyhow, time to show you guys what I can show you guys of my signal chain. And I'm gonna try to use this light as my good friend down here that's mocked around my fire extinguisher. Oh God Christ. That thing is Lord. This thing, it's holy God. What the fuck happened to you, poor thing? thought this is gonna help, but... Well, that's as far down as I'm gonna get that to show anything. Even though I already know I'm gonna need more light. Only problem is I don't have anything to mark it up with, so... Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna show people how shit works here. So, well, I have one, like literally one digital signal, which is literally a fiber optic cable, which goes from back here, my computer, that was going to my A50s, literally right here, until I was starting having some funky issues with the audio is still, like, the audio itself is not a problem with. But for some reason I'm experiencing a really lot of low end, and the volume is way lower on this than via USB at the moment. So currently this part is just dangling here. And I'm running that by USB. Otherwise here, TP switch, I'm gonna be using a Netgear switch, I'll probably use one 12 porter and 148 porter just because, or 124 porter depending, just because of how things are laid out. So this body is connected to this, this cable is connected to my computer, this cable is connected to my Minecraft server over there in that laptop. This one is connected to my laptop that my girlfriend is using to play Genshin on, because her laptop is just her school laptop and it's fucked for gaming. This blue cable is going to be a network input sooner or later. Right now I'm still using the company's network. But the plan is, so that cable comes over here, down here, Cat 6, I think it's Cat 6 at least, 25 meter cable. The plan is to get like a mobile broadband thingy with outing cable into the ground that's just gonna be hanging right here or something, being connected to this cable, probably there since I have an outlet there, and provide Wi-Fi coverage my whole apartment plus out on my porch and here in the area, since I don't have any other way of doing that exact scenario. Pile of boxes, don't mind that. Audio stuff, some microphones, 1/4 of an inch to yak fucking cable, don't know what the fuck to do with that yet. Just have it. Yak cable, patch cables, strings, computer shelf. Back to how my freaking routing is. We got nothing new here. Nope, nothing new here. I'm just gonna... So that's that. For that, that last cable is coming out over here. It's just a dangly extra cable going here. There we go. This is the longest this cable is. And well, I'm gonna recrimp that because that's loose. I can twist that, Jesus. Nah. Well, there you have why you use strain reliefs. Anyhow, Vasihu. So that's that. I'm gonna put this GoPro on my head because holy fucking god. So other than that, we got 2 display ports out to 2 of my monitors, HDMI, and this HDMI cable. So here is the thing that's a little sonky about this system, is that I got this HDMI cable is coming. There's no good way for me to fucking show this. Where is even that splice? Oh, here it is. So that HDMI cable is served up here and spliced into a HDMI to HDMI like merger, with HDMI coming from computer coming into this body, going to this monitor, which has a DVI in because it's so old. It's a Samsung SyncMaster 300 220B, and this other cable is a VGA cable going to this VGA adapter, going into this machine, so that if I need to do some work, I can just swap over, do my work on the server, and just swap back when I'm done to my main machine. So, rihu. Well, my GoPro died again, so I'm gonna try to find my power bank, if it has power on it. I can hook it. Figure out where the fuck it is then. I already know where to get a cable. That's not a problem. I'm gonna leave that open. Yeah, I can come in because it's literally hot as fuck here. Well, I suppose, for the substantial time being, I can run this cable down my back. But at least that was the plan. But that's gonna be too tight, so that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to take my cover off my phone in order to get this to work. Because I'm gonna provide power to my GoPro using my phone. If it will let me, that is. With charging it through my phone, as it probably won't. Okay, that ain't working. Well, I mean, the one way I could do it would be to take the fucking cable with the sofa, pull it over here, find a fucking power plug to use,
I can use this switch over to run off that power plug. I can use that power plug to power my GoPro. Then I can try to go on that again, and I can try to connect it. And it's indeed still on. Back to the mama, yonk. Let's see live stream, there we go.
Let's see live stream, there we go.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care.
It's streaming, and that's all that matters.
It's streaming, and that's all that matters at the moment.
Now back to this sheet.
Now back to
That's
this
running my
sheet.
Minecraft server and all that.
And that's
Rest of the
running my
things I still
Minecraft
have
server and all
sorting
that.
to do like
Rest of the
crazy.
things here still have
This
sorting
cable
to do like crazy. So
Is
this cable
my
is
headset.
my
And then we
headset.
got
and
for
then
my
we
steering
got
wheel. I think this body is
for my steering wheel.
mixer.
I think
is
this
for my
body is
microphone,
for
I
my
think.
mixer. This is for my
body,
microphone, I think.
Is for
This
my flight yoke.
body is for my flight yoke.
And actually, one of
And
these
actually,
I think is actually because this microphone is that is
one
the
of these I
flight
think
yoke,
is
and then I
actually
think
because
there's
this
one more
microphone
thing
is that
there.
is the flight joke,
The
and then I think there's one more thing there.
Yes, because this
The
one is my
3.0,
microphone.
yes,
This
because
3.0
this one
is
is
my
my
mixer.
microphone.
Hopefully you
This
can see that.
3.0 is my
3.0
mixer. Hopefully you
And
can
this
see that.
body
This
is for
3.0
my
is my
hub
mixer,
down here that
and
is
this
literally
body is
falling
for
off
my
as we
hub
speak
down
because of the
here that
heat.
is literally
Running
falling off as we
my,
speak because of the heat.
Keyboard,
Running
mouse,
my
Elgato Stream Deck,
keyboard,
and
mouse,
right now a wireless receiver
Elgato
for
Stream
barcode
Deck,
scanner because
and
of
right now a wireless receiver for a
that.
barcode scanner because I was
Now,
doing so.
to follow the
work with that.
signal chain
Now,
there again
to follow the signal
So that
chain
thing
there again,
goes. Now I
So
hope
that
I can
thing
move this power cord
goes. Now I hope I can move this power cord
literally from here.
literally from
Yeah.
here to
So
here.
following that
Thank
signal
you.
chain around, everything is going
So
up in
following
here.
that signal chain around,
Literally
everything is going
from
up in
power
here.
cords to
Literally everything from power
the
cords
cables
to
themselves and I
to
need
the
to do
cables
cable management
themselves,
again.
and
Because
I
it's
need to
literally a
do
mess up
cable
here. Here's my
management
power
again
strip, by the
because
way.
it's literally
Hi,
a
hi.
mess up here. Here's my power strip, by the way. Hi hi.
So here is, well, here's two of my
So here
Ethernet
is, well,
cables
here's
dongling
two
out.
of my Ethernet cables dongling out.
this one and the one going. Well,
This one and the one going.
what's
Well, what
going on
the
with this thing?
fuck?
Oh,
What's
you're
going on with this thing?
squeezed in between.
Oh,
So
you're
this cable right there
squeezed in between. So this cable right
goes
there
back here and into there, so that provides
goes back
a
here and into there. So that
24-bit,
provides a
192 kilohertz
24-bit, 192
this
kilohertz
body, and how the
feed
fuck that thing has
to this
ended up being
body,
so
and how the
fucking
fuck that thing has ended up being so fucking
God knows.
tight.
It was never that tight before.
God knows. It was never that tight
Something
before.
is-
Something is.
Yeah, something was definitely pulling on that. So I'll have to read
Yeah,
out
something
that
was
slash get
definitely
a
pulling
longer
on that.
cable.
So I'll have to read out that slash get a longer cable.
Although I think that's already extended with an extender. So
Although I think that's already extended
Yeah,
with an
from
extender. So
here.
yeet.
So here are my two
Then,
monitors, the
from
KRK
here.
Rocket RP
So here are my two
Classics,
monitors, the KRK Rocket RP
Excuse my
Classics.
two XLRs,
Excuse
and
my
IC cable
two
on top of that.
XLRs and IC
So these
cable on
are
top
my
of that.
KRK Rocket RP5s.
So these are my KRK Rocket
adjusted
RP5s.
flat,
These
flat, and
are
volume flat.
adjusted.
Now,
flat,
because of
flat, and volume
inconsistencies on
flat.
how these are placed
Now,
in here,
because of
I
inconsistencies
have
on how these are placed in
more
here,
in the crossover
I have
than
cranked that speaker more in the crossover than that
just so
speaker.
that's it.
So
So
just
feeds
so that's
come
it.
from here.
So
go
feeds
down
come
here,
from here.
coil up in
They
this.
go down here.
So the
Coil
inner
up in
cable,
this. So the inner cable,
is the speaker, the outer
the
cable is the
inner
output
cable
from the
is the
mixer.
speaker, the
So
outer
the output
cable
from the
is the output from the
enters
mixer.
input for each
So the
side,
output
it's
from the
same on
mixer
each
enters
side.
the input for
Output
each side,
goes
it's the
here
same
for
on
high
each side.
frequencies.
Output goes here for
The
high frequencies.
Monitors are cut off at
The
roughly 50
monitors
hertz.
are cut off at roughly
Input is
50
zero.
hertz.
And the
Input
output
is zero.
gain is zero
And the
decibels.
output gain
Low
is
output is muted because
zero
we don't have an
decibels.
amplifier here, so we're
low
not
output is
sending any
muted
low
because we
output
don't have an
to that
amplifier here, so we're not sending
amplifier.
any low output to
The same on
that.
the other side, only that
amplifier.
here the sound is boosted by
The same
3
on
to
the
4
other side,
decibels.
only that here the sound is boosted by 3 to 4 decibels.
1,
1, 2.
well, so 2.5.
Well, so 2.5.
A half. So 2.
A half.
Yeah.
2.
3. And crossover
Yeah,
is the same.
3.
Low frequency muted.
And crossover
I
is the
just
same.
have the
Low
face light
frequency
on,
muted. And I
More
just
lights,
have
the
the
better.
face light on. Big.
Okay.
More lights, the better.
It's set
Okay.
to a stereo configuration, and it's then
And
sending
it's
out
set to a stereo
signals
configuration, and it's
on
then
these
sending
two
out
to
signals
those two speakers.
on each two out to those two
Now,
speakers.
here becomes the complicated part.
Now, here becomes the
Here's the
complicated
sub I'm
part.
using. It's a Logitech set.
Here's the sub I'm using. It's a Logitech set
333 sub, which was with the multimedia set.
333 sub,
That I
which
bought
was
for
with the
a long,
multimedia
long. So
set.
basically, the
That I
aux
bought
cable
for
that
a
was built
long
into
ago.
this is
So
cut off,
basically, the aux cable
and
that
the
was
only
built
thing coming
into
here
this
is
is
the
cut
control
off.
unit. That's the only thing
And the
coming
only
off
thing
of
coming
this
here
body.
is the control unit. That's the
I've
only thing
set
coming off of
the
this body.
crossover like the base
I've
itself to
set
kind of
the
be centered.
crossover like the base itself to kind of be
Roughly
centered.
And
Roughly centered. And
it's roughly centered. And then you have
it's
left and
roughly
right
centered.
RCAs.
And then you have left and right RCAs.
Those are correct. Yes, they should
Now
be.
those
Left and right
are
RCAs.
correct. Yes,
Now
they
that's
should be.
getting fed
Left and
from
right
this
RCAs.
body. It's getting
Now
fed
that's getting fed from
up
this body.
to
It's
this
getting
mixer
fed
because
up
since that is RCA,
to this
I don't
mixer
have any
because
output.
since that is RCA, I don't
That
have
can
any
go
output.
directly to that one. So because of
That can go directly to
I
that one.
have
So
this
because
cable
of that,
coming up,
I
literally
have
right
this
beside
cable
here.
coming
This
up.
cable going
Literally
up here.
right
You can
beside
see I'm
here.
pulling on it.
This cable
Into
going
the
up
mixer
here.
here,
You can see I'm
zero
pulling on
gain,
it. Into the mixer here, zero gain.
That explains why the bass has been so conky.
That
It's been
explains
cut
why
off
the
at
bass has been so
hertz.
conky. It's been
Well,
cut
now
off at
that's
80
fixed.
hertz. Well, now that's fixed.
And then zero, basically arrow across
And then
the board.
zero,
A quarter of an
basically
inch jack
arrow
converting that
across the
over. I know I
board.
could
A
probably
quarter
use
of an
like a
inch
mini
jack
DSP
converting
or
that
something
over.
for
I know
that.
I could probably use like a mini
I just
DSP or
didn't
something for
find
that.
out anyway.
But
do
I
that.
just didn't find out anyway.
Anyhow, I'm
to
gonna
do
figure
that.
out something for that later.
Anyhow,
Maybe
I'm
CEOS
gonna
has a
figure out
solution
something
for
for
me.
that
I don't
later.
know.
Maybe CEOS has a
Anyhow, we'll
solution for
figure
me.
out
I
that
don't know.
sooner or later. Who's he watching?
Anyhow, we'll figure out that sooner or
This
later.
body is
Who's
probably the
watching?
most... Well, gonna be
This
the most
body
funny
is
thing
probably
to
the most-
explain because...
Well, gonna be the
As you
most
probably
funny
see,
thing
this
to
is
explain because
3.5,
as you probably see, this is an 3.5 quarter of an inch meter,
with 3
4
cables coming
pole
off of it.
cable
Now,
with
ain't
3
that an
cables
S-video
coming off of
cable?
it. Now, ain't that an S-video
How the fuck
cable?
do I show this to you?
How the fuck do I show this to you?
Should be fine.
That should be fine.
It's hard on anything.
I'm not pulling too hard on anything.
Well, everything
No.
is loose and fine.
No, everything here is loose and fine and good.
Yes, indeed, what you're seeing is a 3-pole
Yes, indeed, what you're seeing
cable.
is a 3-pole
The
cable.
right channel has ended up in
And
that
because it's a
video.
3-pole, the right channel has ended up in this video. So I'm using the white and yellow of an S-video cable to provide sounds that IMG stage line UV meter, because I did not have, for God's fucking sakes, the 2/4 of an inch jacks I needed to run from the stereo here
I'm going to be ordering them, but I didn't have them at the time.
I'm going to be ordering them, but I didn't have them at the time.
Direct box rack
And
right
here
there.
you have the back of my rack.
A
Direct box
last
rack right there.
picked direct box, just a
last
passive one for the
picked
last L guitar
direct
channel.
box, just a passive
Or the
one for
first
the
one,
last
rather
L guitar
said.
channel.
The stage box.
Or the first one, rather
Two
said.
channels we aren't
The
using.
stage box.
Just
2 channels we aren't
back
using.
here.
Just casually
light.
laying back here. My
Rack
light.
strip right there.
Rack strip right there.
I'm starting to realize I already need more power plugs back here.
I'm starting to realize I already need more power plugs back here.
That's
Anywho,
a quick
Vasiku.
rundown of the
That's a
audio.
quick rundown of the audio.
I'm gonna have to read out that cable sooner or later.
And I'm gonna have to
Anywho,
read out that cable sooner or
Vasiku.
later. Anywho,
Yes, I know
Vasiku.
that's short as fuck, but
That's
that's because the rest of this length
Yes, I know
was
that's
fucked,
short as
and I
fuck, but
have
that's
new
because the rest of this
strips
length
coming
was
for that,
fucked, and I have new
later on
strips
now
coming
the
for
road.
that later on down the
Now.
road. Now,
I want coffee, but I need to bring
I
this
want
body
coffee.
because I can't be disconnected.
but I
from
need to bring
power
this
for-
body because I can't be disconnected from power for long. So,
Yes, I have to borrow your charger.
and yes, I had to borrow your
Just don't
charger
let me
again.
forget it again, because I really
Yeah,
just don't let me
yeah,
forget it
I
again,
know.
because I really
Yeah, I know. Whoop. That's
Maybe bring your cup.
maybe bring your cup.
I've given it to you.
Well,
I've given it to you.
I know.
Well,
Sometimes you're busy.
I know.
I wasn't even busy.
Sometimes you're busy.
know now,
I
but
wasn't even
still,
busy.
if you want
Well,
it.
I know
That's
now,
what I'm
but
just like.
still, usually you are busy. So that's why I'm just like, I do not want to disturb you.
I also want.
I also want. Eh,
You just do it.
Ow, yes.
Where do you throw things again? I cannot use the shorting. You have lots of paper, lots of plastic. You have
Well, I currently have one that's supposed to be for paper.
Well, I currently have one that's supposed to be for
like general
paper,
waste.
one that's supposed to
That
be for
one's
like
got mixed
general
up a
waste.
little.
That one's gotten mixed up a little,
And now,
but not that bad.
welcome to the
And
life
well,
of, well,
welcome to the life of, well, Carl, I guess.
eh, eh.
Eh, eh.
Okay, can that thing go away?
Okay, can that thing go away?
The fuck is it, Steve?
What the fuck is it, Steam?
I don't care about.
I don't care about you, Steam. There we go, so now the sound is going to be more correct. Not found in application, you don't say, because the thing died.
You piece of junk. You literally can't live a minute without power, Jesus. That's a wrap. No, it's fucking not.
Boom. Now fucking work. Jesus. Yeah, I don't care about too low battery. You just do your shit. You eat. Now I need my... Cat, can you bring me my share?
You need to share.
Yes, and I'm hooked into fucking Gables.
Yes or no?
Thank you. What?
Last.
I will give the cable another tighten. I think there's a second person here to hold something while I rotate that. I think the cable is stretched slightly. This is it. This is perfect. This was cheap. It was relatively easy to manufacture. I mean, if you have a 3D printer or a firmware 3D printer, it makes it a little bit easier. But you know, we're using paper clips. I'm just paper clipping the corners. At this point, this is just some rope and some hooks. And depending on if you're going in like an actual like theater space, I would have no issue. Like you might be looking at this going, oh, but Zeos, that's a basement. It's, you know, got painted concrete floors. That's not a real theater. I will put this screen with its material and construction against any professional grade final like solution screen. Any of them at all. It's perfectly transparent. The colors hold up great using the ivory with the black backing. And you can pretty much pick any size you want. We did not get to cut any of this though, so there is a limitation to the height. You could stretch it another few inches, but I wouldn't go farther than that until spandex is available with wider widths than 60. Like 150 inch 235:1 might be your only shot. Like 150 inch 16:9 would not work because you'd have a lot more this way. Where'd she go anyway? But yeah, this is it. Sorry for keeping you and fixed on this for, I don't know, I have no idea how long the actual cut is, so I'm going to estimate 2 hours and 18 minutes. It's probably more like 2 hours and 50 minutes, but I'm going to say 2 hours and 18 minutes, and it's worked beautifully. It came out as good as I could ever have hoped a giant projector.
Bruh, you and your monitor.
I gave the Twitch people the wallpapers that I cropped.
Cat,
Being on the phone with
come
them,
here.
and I made 410. That's how long I was on hold. I cropped 400.
Yeah, but I need to show you the GIF.
Money.
Look for the bad. Also, bro, you and your monitor needs.
Can one of you change pictures, please?
Well, then it's him, not me. I told him to do it, but... Or, well, you asked for it. I said that it was him. If so, he hasn't done it. You gotta talk to him, then not me.
Two, 3, 5 to 1 anime wallpapers for the background. So if I ever do a review in this space, you'll get to access those. I guess I should probably have a review in this space. Wallpapers. And that's how long I was on hold. I cropped 410 2, 3, 5 to 1 anime wallpapers for the background. So if I ever do a review in this space, you'll get to access those. I guess I should probably have a review wallpaper. Did I have one earlier in the videos, but I started making this months ago? Don't know. But you saw how it goes up, it goes down, it's the same. I still haven't made these retract. I could just put like a little magnet here and have it hooked so you can reach underneath to grab it. But right now that is like very low on the totem pole of things required. And I can't wait to actually have guests over, because so far I've only watched one movie when it was still not 100% perfect, and that was Fury Road. And last night I watched the Man from Earth.
Okay, so now you've decided to keep like a stream health of like fucking 4,000 minimum.
Patreon and subscribe star, link in the description. If you like these videos, feel free to support there. For $5, you get to see reviews early, like this one, this absurd one, early. You get to participate in yard sales, which there's not much to sell, except for maybe some of the scraps. I think I'm going to put some of the scrap material in, so if you want to bid on it, just to like hold it up in front of your projector to see how it would look, you don't have to go through the process of buying samples. And then here's sound demos, which has nothing to do with sound demos, but I have the new lossless uncompressed sound demos available to patrons, and all the lost, martyred sound demos that were removed from YouTube available. For $10 a month, you get into the private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat where they've been watching me do this forever. And you can ask me any questions you like. Just at Zeos Pantera in that chat, which is on Telegram, which is a wonderful chat program, which I obsess. My phone is 95% Telegram. Mostly because there's anime on there. Mostly because there's anime titties on there. There's anime titties here too. But that, if you want to...
Indeed, indeed.
That, if you want to join for $10 a month, that's a wonderful group of people. And yeah, Hi-Fi Guides in the Hi-Fi Guides forum. I'll probably have pictures of this on the Hi-Fi Guides. It's spectacular, and I really wish you could grasp the scale. In fact, hold on a second. I got an idea. So now I'm in narrow field of view for this last section, and it takes away the super width, and you could sort of get a much better concept. I can't film with it on my head like this because it'll just make everyone sick.
Well, it makes my ears sick.
But that should give you a little bit better idea of what's going on. And my God, those are heresies with 12-inch drivers in them. So thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you've enjoyed this build. And next time, if I put it on my head, let's see, put it on my head with. Welcome.
Now this is going to be an interesting one, and that's the one I'm going to watch because that can be an ID.
Okay, chill time is over. I'm going to build some speaker cables now, and they're not normal, and you're going to be like, oh good, Zeos, didn't you do a speaker wire tutorial like 4 years ago? Yes, I did. And in the description of this video will be a much worse video quality-wise, but it'll actually teach you how to make speaker cables. This is a project that I'm taking upon myself to overcomplicate because show off. See, she's showing off. I complain a lot about Spencer.
Yes, indeed. Now, that's a question for another day. Now, back to this monstrosity. And how this whole thing came together.
I saw the easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace.
But for some reason, that cable is having a difficulty keeping up. What it is. Wait a minute. Ah. Yikes, I found the problem.
It's always good to get away. Better still to come back home.
I found the problem. Jesus. It's OBS.
River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far.
Because it's the plugins, you know, because of OBS. But wait a minute. Are you doing what I think you're doing? Yes, because that encoder is indeed 264. So give me a moment. For back live, this body should now still be going. Indeed it is. And now my CPU should be more relieved. Yes, because now OBS is practically not even using the fucking CPU because it's using 18% of my GPU for video encode instead, which means playing off this should be 10 times better.
I saw this easy river flow last time in winter.
Yes. Because now the CPU ain't overloaded. Because all of these take up like 30% of the CPU, and this is just the one vocal track. To have that said, this is just one vocal track. Just wait until I get all these tracks with different. That my CPU is gonna be the same as my RAM. So this is the input, the gate here, low pass, as said. I've been trying to find these goddamn S's. And that's why I've been repeating the same track over and over again. Or section.
Last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh,
Well, that's good as we're gonna get for now.
far away. It's always good to get away. Better still to come back home. Back home to blue.
So that's just that. Now, I think that's good for now. So now we're gonna take this entire effects chain, because we're pretty much using the same for all the tracks. I've already had the API compressor on all the channels because me and Yashi was testing some shit. So now I'm just gonna throw it on all the tracks. And then me and Yashi will do some more fine tuning later on down the road. And if anybody's wondering about the reverb, it's an H reverb long stereo. I probably already said that. Probably, I don't know. Now, let's try to listen to this with the backing vocal as well. Now, didn't I have a performance meter? There, thank you very much, because I really want to see how much processing power these bad boys are using. Just now, standing still, Reaper is using 4.7% of the CPU. So now we've soloed the second track.
I chase the shadows of this truck on humid highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will.
And then we stop it, soloing these two, jump over here.
I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away.
Okay, let's start that from the top.
I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away.
These are panned 35% to each side, by the way. Should be.
Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. Better still to come back home to blue. If absence makes the heart grow fonder, I would reckon these little journeys do their parts to work for all of us. 'Cause when you leave, the summer drips from green and dusty aspens, and then they shimmer golden when you come back in the fall. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away, but better still to come back home to blue. Many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will.
Not shabby. Now, we're gonna solo in these last ones, and we're gonna try to get the timing of these Perfect.
What
volume that is.
Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home.
I'm gonna try to do this with these as well. Then we go back here.
River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home. Back home to blue.
Nice. Now that CPU usage was through the fucking roof. It was up in like 12% now. And I'm just terrified of what this is gonna end up being when I'm done, because the thing is, for these guitars, they're pretty much pre-EQ'd on pedal boards, but I'm gonna have some form of amp modulation on them to kind of even them out, compress them with physical compressors or physical amp compressions instead of just using straight compression, because using amp modulation compression is much better for stuff like electric guitars and bass guitars than doing a normal like API to 500 mono bridge, which I'm currently using on the vocals. Now for the drums, I would maybe use a laser compressor. I don't know, I'm kind of new to the all Waves plugins thing, so I don't remember what Waves plugins that was a modulation of the laser compression was again. But now I got people coming, so there we go. I'm back. Sorry for that. Now, back to this. Now, Now I want to group these. I want to add a new track. Add it over here. The Vox DCA. And I want to make that track color. No. No. Ah. Track color custom. Jesus. Set the track icon of that to this body, because that's what I like to do for like a there we go. So then all of those are under there. So now
The shadows of this truck.
well, obviously the reverb would be a problem, but
Bows in ever westward blow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will.
so now those are in one.
I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away, but better still to come back home to blue.
So good. Now I'm gonna add another track right here called this body. Track color set custom color. Jesus fucking Christ. LGTR DCA, because we have only one acoustic guitar, but we have so many fucking electric guitars that I want them under one group. So bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. So now we got all the L guitars under our group. Then I'm gonna set another track icon, bloop. Good. So if I mute everything except the guitars now and the reverb,
I chase the shadows of this truck on humid highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will. I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. Better still to come back home to burn. If absence makes the heart grow fonder, I would reckon these little journeys do their parts to work for all of us. 'Cause when you leave, the summer drifts from green and dusty aspens, and then they shimmer golden when you come back in the fall. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home to Mary Rose, a corner on the downside of the Blue Hill.
I guess it's always been this way, and I guess it always will. Sure. Sure. But it's good. So now we need a few more buses. We need a instrument bus, we need a instrument reverb bus, and we need a drum bus, and we need, technically speaking, we got reverb there. Now I would add some delay to the voice, not much, just a slight tap delay or something, to get a more live extended feel. Now it is a really wide feeling on the thought of how many vocals. We got 6 vocals in this group, and each of these tracks are technically speaking 2 mirrored tracks. So vocal 1 is vocal 2, and vocal 3 is vocal 4, and vocal 5 is vocal 6. So vocal 6, 4 and 2 is just the reinforcements to vocal 1, 3 and 5. So technically speaking, we have a very wide variety of voice already. So this is more to get the choir feeling, or choir, whatever you want to call it. So yes. So the vocals are pretty timed in now. So now is to get EQ, compression, in amp modulation, and that kind of stuff on the guitars. Acoustic guitar, we can do like a acoustic modulation if there's any acoustic modulation amps. Because in the same way as I'm trying to keep the song pretty default, this is just sample tracks. So this is not going to be like a finish master that's going to be sold or anything. So I'm kind of trying to make my own twists and little changes to the song. And I've already made a flying feeling, if you get what I mean. I want it to be a little more snappy and not so slow. So yes. On the kick drum, maybe a wave designer. I think waves do have a wave designer. I think. Little unsure right there. $60. Thank you. Just keep it like. Let's see what that does to the vocals. Now, if everything works correctly, that should take all the tracks.
I chase the shadows of this truck on humid highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will.
Let's like 4 or 5.
I chase the shadows of this truck on humid
Yeah, 5 is gonna be the most.
The sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill.
Oh boy.
It's been this way, and I guess it always will.
Okay, hold the phone. Yes. Oh, can I like take everything below like there, just cut it off? High ratio type of deal. Output that goes. Size. Let's see what the fuck I just did.
I chase the shadows of this truck on humid highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will. I chase the shadows of this truck on humid highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will.
Let's try this section.
I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to Better still to come back home to blue.
Okay, let's try that from the start.
I chase the shadows of this truck on human highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will. I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home to blue.
Well, I kinda need to have... I kinda need to have the kick to get that.
I chase the shadows of this truck on human highways. The morning sun behind me bows in ever westward glow. The many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will. I saw this easy river flow last time in winter. Oh, but this morning burns a Memphis summer glow. I'm coming back across, I always notice subtle graces. And the Mississippi River sets the tempo and the pace. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home to blue. If absence makes the heart grow fonder, I would reckon these little journeys do their parts to work for all of us. 'Cause when you leave, the summer drips from green and dusty aspens, and then they shimmer golden when you come back in the fall. I'm going far away. I'm going far away. Oh, I'm going far away. It's always good to get away. But better still to come back home to blue.
Right now I don't have the overheads.
Many rows of corn blur on the downside of the blue hill. I think it's always been this way, and I guess it always will.
Do. Yes. So that is that. Now, pop these out of solo, and now we can concentrate ourselves just about the drum set. Because here I kinda know which compressions and what the fuck to do. So for the snare drum, snare top, I wanna go over here, I wanna add a new track. I wanna rename this track to drum reverb, where I want to have a ambience processor to give me that reverb for the normally I would probably use a blade reverb, but there again I found some instances ambience work very good for drums, other times plate work good for drums. Plate is something I'll usually use on instruments like L guitars or acoustic guitars. So yes, I guess I could go comp. Yeah, because right now we're using an API. Now we got to see one comp. See how this one looks. Yeah, that's just a basic one. I want to use something a little more hefty than that. When they use something more like, say, a H-comp R compressor mono. Nah. H compressor. Now we're starting to talk about something. Now we're starting to get into something representable what I want to use. Because we also got VST V comp, which is also a analog, pretty good. This one looks like more of a thing I would probably use. Now this body also got a built-in de-esser function. Not that I really need that for drums. Now this got a BPM set I can physically set. Now this has an analog output. This does also have an analog hybrid output. Now this is the hybrid line. So I'm kind of stuck between if I want to use the H comp or the V comp mono. So I'm gonna send a Discord message to my friendy. Because I want two different kick drums. I have a sub kick and I have a kick. The sub kick is gonna be boom, the like boomy fucking, that boom sound, that deep bassy boom sound, and the kick is gonna be that real like bang on. Because here we also have a punch function. So this one would probably work very well for the kick, because we want the punch out of that one. So the punch function can actually be a good thing for the kick. But for the sub kick, I might want to go with this one instead. You know what? We do that. We cut out the H comp. We move the H compression over to the kick. We feed you over here and leave you there for later. I try to make some space here so I can see the fuck I'm doing. Because okay, so this is starting to become the time where and then we can remove the RIA compression. Of both of these. Looks like my old workflow. So now we want it to be analog because we want it to have like a vintage feel as well as an input field. Now limit level, yeah. Now we want a fast attack, but we also don't want a too slow release. So I start at 200. Try an auto release. Ratio, we set that to a 3:1 ratio, I think should be good. Solo the sub kick. Let's remove that EQ for the moment. That might actually be fine. So that one is up in like, say, between, right in the middle. So a little makeup gain, say 2. Sure. EQ, EPI, MQ, mono. Well, this surely seems like something very efficient to use for a kick drum. But okay, so that was the Pluggy Tech EPA1. Now what about the ME5? That's basically the same thing of this, just a little less advanced one. So delete you. Manny mono. Oh Jesus. Well, yes. This seems like more of an EQ you would use on a guitar. Because this body has different frequency bands in each individual gain, and a low pass and a high pass. I'm just trying to find like an advanced one, but not a too advanced one again. So now we've tried this. Let's try the Line EQ Broadband Mono. Okay, this is just linear phase EQ, basic shit. GEQ modern mono. What if we take a classic mono? Well, I mean, that sure can be a thing. graphical EQs is something you definitely would want to use in a kick drum, technically speaking. VEQ 4-way mono. So I think if I should use any combinations of any plugins for doing that, I would probably do a Jack Joseph plugin. Plugitech. I think I'll do the Plugitech. And the classic graphical EQ. So now the low frequency 60 would be the like midway point, and mains are 60 Hertz. Like say 4. Bandwidth be like kinda broad but not too broad, and the frequencies I don't want to just attend a bit, but I do not want to attract too much attention. Now this is where the graphical EQ come in. When I kill out some of that 125 Hertz madness. I want that in like 120. I want it to be narrow as fuck. It's because that's wide as fuck. That's narrow as fuck. Because I wanna remove those nasty sounds there. And I also wanna dip down this area which has like these like high ends. Because I want this to only be low end. So pretty much just cut off everything to like there. Now let's solo this fucker. Let's open this effects scene. Let's remove you, because fuck you. And then we add another one of those GEQ classic monos. And another one of those Plugitech APA1 mono. Now, this one we're gonna just low frequencies are gonna be bloop. High frequencies, we're gonna take 8 kilohertz. We're gonna boost it by about 3. We're gonna attend to it about 7. Our mains are gonna be 60 hertz. Mains are gonna be off, actually, for this one. Everything below 100, below like 200 hertz doesn't have a shit to say. 8K is gonna be boosted a slight amount. And our threshold right here. So our analog is going to be pretty much 3. Our punch is going to be cranked to like 10. Our attack is going to be fast as fuck. Our ratio are going to be, say, a 5 to 1 ratio to start with. 100% wet, BPM off. Let's listen to this sucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we do one thing before I go down? But I know you're busy, but
What?
to take the same files I have on this one and put, because I have new files on the mods on my Sims that I want on that one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because you know that world I made
Yeah.
for that Twitch user?
Uh-huh.
I want both. But I can't because the files are on this one.
So now we're gonna try soloing these together. Pretty snappy and groovy if you ask me. Yikes. Now what were you talking about? Moving files over to the other computer?
Yes, that was what I was doing. I'm gonna start off the other one. If it can hold its life until
Yes. Well, ain't that as easy as just plonking it onto a hard drive, or you can take the key that's in my door, it has a 64 gig hard drive on it, transfer the files to that body, plug it into that body, transfer the files to that body. Or are you trying to tell me you don't know where your save files are?
I know where they are. Do not die. Somebody's following you. This one?
Yes. Other way. Press it in. Jesus.
I have a different one.
Yeah.
Now, where should I start this? That's my question. And not on that side. Here. I wonder on the name on it.
The name on the drive? Oh, wait a minute. The name of the drive? Ah, yes, portable harem. Indeed. Ugh. Indeed.
Don't you have your... Yeah, this is going to go.
So that's the best we can pretty much do for kicks at the moment.
I think this is going to take a while.
Oh, do you?
Yes. This is going to take a while. How many mods do I even custom content do I even have to?
So no. I think I would definitely add a gate upon that one. At least like because the low is only low, but at least the kick, because you can hear the snare and the cymbals a bit in there. So I'm gonna add gate. C1 gate mono. Sure. And I do probably want to do more an expander than a... We want a quick attack and a not too slow release. There's a
13% complete. This is gonna take a while.
How what do you say?
That's gonna take a while.
What do you think? That's fucking Genshin.
No, that's not Genshin, that's Sims 4.
Well, Sims 4 still get my point.
And that's only the mod files.
Yes.
Because that one is like 2000 something files. I think it's good.
Can I like?
Okay.
Yeah, hold the phone. I'm trying to make enough fucking screen space for effects and plugins.
Yeah.
Iron Mouse, is that you again? Yes. Yeah, you don't really feel much in those because those are cut off at 50 Hertz. That is the one that's actually vibrating. And all my dials flying everywhere.
But yeah, I think it's a good idea you're gonna make.
For you? Yes.
Because there will be more custom content in my Sims chapter.
Trust me, I'll make sure to give you a 4 terabyte M.2. You'll never need more space, and then 2 mechanical drives for archival storage.
Can this be fun?
So if I loop this, then it should just...
4 minutes before I need to go down.
Then this should just loop, right? Once it's done. When it's done, it's just gonna loop. Yes. Now.
I'm just gonna take a phone call down to just say that I will be late then.
Okay, let's pause that for the time being. Yes.
I'm just wondering that
Store.
I can't the English word for that.
Well, I kinda need it on my keychain, yes. How about it?
Because I don't think I will get those files over to that one before I go to bed. And that's only one of 2 folders I need to take with me.
Well,
Well, I do start late at school tomorrow though, but I don't think you're up in 8 at time.
well, I mean, thinking about I might likely, because of all the effects and shit, most likely gonna be talking to that guy, and since he's American time, chances of me sleeping too much this night is very fucking low. Because he literally, when he literally comes off of work like 2 a.m. in the morning, GMT, our time.
Oh, okay.
10 not 10 p.m. He clocks in at 10. He works an 8-hour shift, so that means he's done 4.
In the night to us.
No.
I'm misunderstanding you.
No, he's done at 2 o'clock our time, but his time, he clocks in at 10, has an 8-hour shift, so 11, 12. Yes, so he has a shift until 6. His time, 2 p.m. or a.m. our time. So, yeet.
Okay, because I can maybe come up tomorrow and consume this, but I don't know how far it comes before I need to go to school. And I need the charger and the PC with me. Just so you know. So you need to think of a reserve charger.
Well, only other charger I have I can use for this is the charger going into that computer at the moment, but that computer is running the Minecraft server. So, well, I mean...
But I don't need it yet. Just so I have it.
I mean, I could maybe use this cable. Speakers, wires.
Wires everything.
Can probably just use this thingy. But the thing there again, I can't plug it into my computer because then it will take it as a USB signal and then it will stop.
Yeah, right. Don't you have... Okay. Nikolai.
Smack, yeah, hold the phone. Bappity bappity bap 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 smack. Smack attack mono. Yeet. Oh, hi. Okay, we're there, I see. Okay. What?
Nothing.
You sure about that?
Yes. But one thing,
What?
you have the same school PC than me. Don't you have this charger to that one?
No, because the thing is,
Oh.
that's Jan's old school PC that I'm using at the Minecraft server now because he has a better processor in that one. The RAM that was in my machine is inside of there. The charger for my machine disappeared for long ago when Tom was borrowing... Tom was borrowing it to charge his phone. So, client for over 5 months ago has ran off with my charger.
Okay.
So, there's that. My other school PC is at Jan's place because the battery from that machine is in that machine. Or, well, yes. That battery is in that machine because the old battery was broken, or not broken, but bad. And the network card is in that one because the other one was broken. So that thing is laying in pieces at his place. Now I need...
You're also confusing sometimes.
What are we now? Meow.
Only because of how you are exchanging cables.
Well, we're doing it because I need... That's the same thing with like... Because tomorrow, if he has time...
I don't think he has time.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure he has time because then I'm going back to him because you know that monitor that I borrowed of him before?
Yeah.
That HP one?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go get that one because as you obviously see, I don't have enough screens for my fucking effects.
Okay, then my question is, where the hell are you gonna have it?
Vase mount on the wall.
Yeah, but you need to ask if you're gonna have something on the wall. You know that.
Well, I already have fucking holes there from the fucking thingamajig. So that goes on the same. shite in that.
No. Okay, come on, mods. Be done.
Now, smack attack. How the fuck does this thing work? Ah, yes, because here we have attack and sustain. So if we turn up...
Okay. Alright. Those two went away on the cooker. Okay.
Yeah?
Is it okay if I can just take off it from the keychain just for tomorrow? You will get it tomorrow again?
Yeah, just
Before I-
bab-de-bab. Ugh.
Yeah, don't forget someone is sleeping beside you.
Yeah. Cat, just read.
Oh. Well,
Oh, lordy, lordy, lord.
I agree on that statement though.
Well, thank you.
And can you mop this floor out? A lot of small things.
So now, bada bing, bada boom.
No.
Well, it takes a while before the kick starts. There we go. Okay, I'm actually thinking about when you go down, moving that computer and just smacking the computer on top of the mixer here so I can have Discord here. Because if you come here and see,
Yeah, I saw it.
yes, Discord is there and it's literally covered in EQ and gates and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yonk.
can. But yeah, I will go the storage thingy and then you will get it tomorrow before I go to school. So you think you're up to like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna stay up quite a while talking to him, try to fine tune shit. So, yes, I'm not surprised if I might pull an all-nighter tonight.
If you not fell asleep during the day, then I'm happy.
I got coffee, I got soda, I can buy energy things if I need to, I'm fine.
You got it.
Yes.
Because last time...
If not, Jan will keep me awake.
Okay,
Or well, I mean, Yashi would probably keep me awake until he's going to bed or taking a nap rather said. Which is probably ain't gonna be before like 8 in the morning.
When will you do it? During my school time or after school time?
Well, probably if I'm going to him, then I'll probably do it at like, probably go out at like everywhere between like 9 o'clock and say 11 o'clock. To go out, and then I'll probably be a bit at his place and maybe stop by the shop before I come home, because I'll probably go to the shop first, then go to him, then be at his place a bit before. Tromsø lyd for Trondheim lyd!
But back to your point.
So yes, I'll probably go out about then, so I don't know.
In school time or on the...
Didn't you just hear what I said? Between 9 and 11 a.m. I'm going out of the house.
Morning now.
Yes. Jesus.
Yeah, but come on. I'm not like you. I don't have
Yeah,
like
but
5
is
of those
it-
12 hours class.
Yeah, but is it really that hard? Like, literally, 12 hours after midnight, a.m. after midnight, and then from 12 hours from midday to midnight, midday p.m. past midday, vunk. Yes. I like speaking with my hands, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, you don't think how many times have I been slapped almost by because of it?
I don't know.
Exactly. So be careful now.
Oh.
Okay, so I will just borrow it now. I will take that on and the charger because that one is soon dead. So I need the charger soon.
Well, when that's done, you can kinda get the charger. I'm gonna try to get away with this fucking cable dangling from my fucking...
Don't you have like those you can...
I have one power bank somewhere. I don't know what it is, but if it is somewhere, it's probably
I
dead.
wasn't thinking about power bank, but those you take in like in the wall, you know.
I have them somewhere, but why the fuck would I need that when I have a 2.4 amp USB output on the power strip?
Don't look at me, okay?
You know how my power strip looks. You have looked at it thousands of times.
Yeah.
Lord.
Can be irritating sometimes.
Okay, so now cables can be irritating, okay.
No, gamer voice.
Game, okay, so now you're complaining on me.
I said game voice. Voice.
Yeah.
Come on, be done. I don't want to get yelled at before when I come down, even though I've said it.
Okay,
Okay.
seems fine. Then I'll just kind of take it down enough so that I can kind of just like put it here. Yes.
When are you thinking of taking the vaccine?
The vaccine, the COVID one?
Yes.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna order one of those bandage-aids or plasters or whatever the fuck you wanna call them. And I'll probably order one throughout the next couple of weeks. I just haven't had the time.
That I know.
How about it?
I was just wondering.
What?
Why?
What? You sound so down over there.
You know why? I don't like taking
Yeah, I
vaccines.
know you don't like taking vaccines, but it's like sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I learned that the hard way.
Have I learned the hard way? I'm always crying afterwards.
I know.
Don't tell me to relax when I can't even relax.
They're just trying to help.
I know. I have almost a few times asked if I can be taking in like a sleep, short sleep.
Okay. Jesus.
I actually asked that once, but that was like a long time ago.
She said if I put you there, can I like fit that? I can kind of fit it in there. I'll put you there kind of. Well, both of those are layered on top. So it's like... Well, that's just a de-esser, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, for a second I thought the de-esser was colliding with that for a minute. But it was not, so it was fine. So then we go on our sub-kick. And we add the attack mono, but we do the opposite. We do minus 30% attack, and we do plus 30% sustain. Well, I suppose I gotta put a gate on that one too now.
Come on, beat that. Why is it taking so long time?
See one gate mono.
So you're technically going to yawn when I'm actually going to start at school. That's funny. That was a lot of phone calls yesterday.
How was it?
What? Yes. 4 times to the people downstairs, and 4 times to you, and 1 to my main teacher and 1 to my second teacher.
Yeah. Can you please for once? You gotta remember now that even though it sounds like it's bouldering really in here, it does not do it downstairs or here, because under the subwoofer I have padding. It's hooked into that keychain.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. I'm gonna get that charger now, KK. And here is the keys. So remember the closed door. Oh, locked door, I mean.
Yes. Well, here you go, your well so needed charger.
It was like, bye. And my friend almost.
Yes. Because I do literally not have long enough fucking USB-C cables.
I know. You will get it tomorrow. I will be awake. Well, if you wanted the PC to Discord, it's there. And have fun with Sinan if you're gonna use her tomorrow.
Well, thank you.
Not in that way.
Oh,
That fun is with me.
oh, is it now?
You heard nothing of what I said. Bye.
Oh, yes, I did.
Now,
Trust me, I did.
I haven't forgotten anything now. No, my backpack there. Phone here, headset. I have the other one. Nope, I have not forgotten anything. Bye-bye.
That is one of my smack attacks, but where is my... Yes, because that's the kick one is open. It's the sub kick smack attack. There we go. That was the one I was looking for. Because you're gonna go together with you, and then I can pull you down in here. And then if I pull these smack attacks all the way over here, maybe I'll be able to just about fit the smack attack of the there, C1 Gape Mono. Now you guys just hold on. Then you just stay right up on there. So that way I can use you as Discord. And I'm gonna restart Discord. Or maybe it will fix itself if I just go into a server, Then go back there. Yes, there we go. Now it fixed itself. Now the Logitech software can just go bye-bye. There we go. Now, why ain't my keyboard last working? Well, why is my keyboard not lighting up? Do I need to plug you into performance in order for that to happen? Because right now my keyboard doesn't have any colors. Oh. Never mind, I found out why. There we go. Fixed it. Okay, I'm gonna just update it, see if that fixes the problem. Because this machine hasn't been restarted in ages. I think there's even BIOS updates for it. Now, there we go. So, now officially those are done. So now it is this buddy. So let's start from scratch. Add a EQ. I think I might just use the... I'll just use the SSL EQ. Because you do have the SSL EQ and then you have the SSL channel. There we go. Now we can cut off everything below 100 Hertz. Right there, analog filter in. Now, low frequencies, can cut off at 80. That 125 I know can get roomy. So I'm gonna pull that down by about, say, -4 decibel. Now for the snares, I kinda get a little bit of a roomy feeling. 32, let me pull up some examples. Oh, hi. Let's get the snare top. Because this is kind of what I've done for the snare top here, the rack tom. The snare top, so I got 124, a dip at 182. So let's find, so 182. So 182. Six decibels, we got a 0.295. So 0.30 rough, -650. Three point 3.7. Okay, so 350 is pretty much the maximum we have, so then 350 is what it's gonna be. And then we have Okay, multiply by 3, divide by 3, yes. Yeah, because that's frequencies. If you divide the frequencies by 3, so then we might be able to get it, but so then shelf, so say 57K. Six. Now, if I were to do a like VQ per se, how wide would I need to make this? Pretty much like, say, put it at 10K and make it 05. What if I put this at 7K? So if I put that at 7K and make that 2, what? Okay, so put that there and make that 1.5. And then we take our high frequencies up to 10 pretty much. So we boost this by 8, and we boost this also by 8. Okay. Now this is a perfect point. This is a perfect place to add in a gate. It's a perfect point to add in a gate. Or expander for that case. And then if we put that gate keeps again wondering if having it before. That gives it more consistency. Well, I don't know about you guys. I think I've been streaming for long enough. This stream has officially been going for how long now? This stream has been going for, oh god. Yeah, 1:55, almost 2 hours now. And actually even more because we streamed about an hour before I restarted the streaming. So I think I'll call this thank you guys for watching, because OBS is also using 3% of my CPU, so it's kind of still pulling on my system. As you kind of see, I need pretty much all of my computer's power for effects and shit at the moment. So, well, that explains why the kick was so way too, like, weird. There we go. So, I want to say thank you guys for watching. This has been Nicolive Gaming here, or Carl Christian with Nicolive Tech and IRL and Nicolive Gaming. This update video turned into a fucking making music video, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Anyhow, I hope the start of this stream gave you some updates on what's going on. And I hope Yoshi, I hope that you enjoyed the stream, seeing everything in action here. So yeah, I'll probably do on Nicolive or Stage K Lights and Sound or something a full rundown over how everything works here. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and stay awesome. Catch you guys next time.